Thanks, Sam. Lancer faithful, it is so wonderful to be gathered on this celebration day for this place that we love with so much momentum, as evidenced by the hardware behind me. Hope you all are gazing at admiringly. Coach, we are just incredibly thrilled to be celebrating this day with you. And on the note of momentum, we are obviously all still celebrating the great season for the program. Looking forward to everything that lies ahead, and the natural momentum of a celebratory last hurrah in Willett next year, leading to a blast off incredible great season in 23-24 in JPB, the Joan Perry Brock Center. This is a magical time for Longwood, and it really is wonderful to be here with the team, with so many from the department, board members, faculty, leadership of the university. This is a great day, and I will turn things to Madam Athletic Director for extolling comments too.
Thank you, and welcome everyone. It truly is an exciting day for Longwood University, and for us to be able to welcome our new head women's basketball coach, Erika Lang-Montgomery. As I began this search process, I took time to reflect upon the qualities and the values that we wanted to look for in our next head coach. The same ones that have built this program over the last 4 years to our first championship this past season. And there are 5 things that I outline. One is someone who is a passionate educator and developer of young women and leaders. Someone who's a fierce competitor. Someone who would be a student and a teacher of the game for our student athletes. Someone who was high character and would be an incredible ambassador for our institution, and someone who would be a relationship builder that would inspire our team and our community and continue the growth of this program. And we have found that and more in Erika Lang-Montgomery. She comes to us most recently as an assistant at the University of Florida, where over the past 3 years, she has helped to build them back to national distinction. And before that was the head coach at Flagler College, where she built a program from the ground up and helped them achieve their first 20-win season, and was Peach Belt Coach of the Year in her last year there. And she is the right person at the right time with the right qualities to continue to pour into this program, to our student athletes and our community. So it is my privilege and my joy to welcome and introduce our new head women's basketball coach, Erika Lang-Montgomery.
Good afternoon, and thank you for being here. I sit before you very humbled and thankful to be the next head women's basketball coach at Longwood University. I would like to thank President Reveley, Michelle Meadows, and those that served on the search committee to help bring me here. From the moment I first spoke with Michelle, there was a vibe I felt, and I wanted to learn more and find out more about Longwood. I found out that this is truly a special place. Longwood is a program on the rise, and I knew I wanted to be a part of their culture. It is an incredible honor to be entrusted with the responsibility to lead this group of young women. The ability to empower young women for life after college through the game of basketball is something I am passionate about. I'm excited to be their coach, and I look forward to making new memories with them each day. My staff and I will work relentlessly to continue the winning tradition that has been established here at Longwood, while providing a positive student-athlete experience. I'm here today because of the tremendous support system that I've had in my life, and I'm very thankful for those people who continue to lift me up. Some of them are here today. My sister Karen, my friend and mentor Jane Albright, and longtime friend LaTanya Watson. I would be remiss to not mention my husband Larry and sons Jaden and Justin, who aren't able to be here today. They are my heartbeats, and I thank them for their continued support throughout this journey. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to meet with my team and share with them a little about myself and the core values of our program. We will serve, we will be thankful, we will be united, we will be passionate, and we will be humble in everything we do. We will be ambassadors of the university and the community. I am excited to partner with them, with this phenomenal group of young women as we begin this new journey together. They have won at a high level and they have done it the right way. And we look forward to keeping things rolling. This will continue to be a fun team to watch on the court. We will be an up-tempo team that competes hard for 40 minutes, and we will have fun while we do it. It is my hope that all of you here today and the community of Farmville will continue to support, to show up each night we step on the court. I saw how you rallied around this team last season, and your passion and energy were infectious. We need you. Lastly, I will say again, I am incredibly grateful to be here. Longwood University is a beautiful place with incredible people, and I truly believe it is the people that make the place. I can't wait to get started. Go Lancers.
Okay, now we'll go ahead and open it up, open the floor to questions. I know we do have one already from the Zoom, so I'll get that in a second, but I want to make sure, do we have any questions from media members in attendance? Yes, here in the front.
Yes, so what do you think has been a key factor in such a successful career, and how do you plan to find that here at Longwood?
I truly believe that my faith is what keeps me centered. I wouldn't be here without the guidance of my Heavenly Father, but I also believe that it's always important for me to do things the right way. And I make sure that I surround myself with people who do that as well. And I think that's what has allowed me to sustain a career in this profession.
John, I see your hand here. If you could type your question in the chat. Okay, there we go. One of the questions we have from Zoom, this comes from Sean Robertson. It says, my question is, what was it about Longwood that you felt made it the right fit?
I think it started with my conversation with Michelle. Through that first conversation, there was, I don't know, I just felt a very strong vibe and sense of this is a place that I wanted to continue to explore and get to know. And the more that I did, I just became more and more intrigued and began to feel like, you know, this is where I wanted to be at this point in time in my life. You know, time and place, things aligned. And when I came on campus, it really affirmed what I was already feeling. And so now after meeting my team, I know that this is where I'm supposed to be.
Tell us a little bit about your family.
There you go.
My family, my husband Larry, I met him at the University of Florida. We've been married for 24 years, and my oldest son is Jaden, and youngest son is Justin. He's 17, and they will be here as soon as they can.
Mr. Shaver.
What's your why? What drives you as a coach?
My why is centered around adverse situations that happened to me when I was young. I had some really hard things with the death of my father when I was 14, and my mother was in a car accident shortly thereafter. And so basketball really was my outlet. It was the escape mechanism that I used to get away from that hurt. And it's kind of what has fueled my life. It really did save my life, basketball did. And so I use that now as a coach to empower young women to know that you don't have to be a victim of your circumstances to do great things, as long as you have a strong support system and a belief in a higher power, whatever that is. And obviously with hard work too, that you can accomplish anything.
We have a question from the Zoom from John O'Connor. This is directed to President Reveley. You spoke of momentum. Could you speak to the impact of this on the school for titles and things like that?
Well, it's been joyous the last few months, and you know, all of us gathered, know that the energy that's been on campus and all across Farmville. Incredible moment was when both teams were coming back from Charlotte on the bus. The mayor, David Whitus, class of '83, mayor of Farmville, organized an impromptu but really wonderful town parade. So fire trucks, ambulances, police cars led the buses into town, and then everybody stopped right at High and Main, and the trophies were on full display. And that is just one of those moments that encapsulated the energy and the momentum that really has been so special. That I can tell is just really beginning to build, and that's the exciting thing too.
Thank you. Question from Michelle, again from Mr. O'Connor. It's a long way from Gainesville to Farmville. How did Erika get on Longwood's radar?
Yeah, so as soon as I knew that it was a possibility that Coach Tillett would have another opportunity, I started to reach out to individuals in my network and to ask for who are the up and coming coaches and quality coaches out there that I needed to consider if I had to enter a search. And Erika's name came up through multiple sources, so I knew immediately I wanted to try to get on the phone with her and learn a little bit more about her and see if it might be a great fit for Longwood and for her.
And then one more from Mr. O'Connor. Erika, of all you learned as head coach at Flagler, what are among the most important things that you bring with you?
I think it's very important that I put together a staff that will work very hard, and that they will always have the best interests of our student athletes in mind. And so I think that in itself is key. Obviously, we've got to work hard every day to continue this tradition, and I think that's possible. I think we've got a group of young women and also plan to add more to the roster that will, keep things going in the right direction.
Another question from the Zoom. Mr. Robertson asks, Michelle, what does it say about Longwood's women's basketball program that you're about to bring someone in from a Power 5 school to be the head coach?
Yeah, I think it's a testament to where this program is. The success that has been built over the last 4 years, as well as what is on the horizon with the JPB coming on board. There's a lot of excitement around this program, and it was much more attractive to a broader base of potential coaches this time around. So I think to be able to attract someone of Erika's resume is indicative of the respect for this program and the opportunity that it is. For me, I wanted to make sure we found the right fit, someone with the right values and the right purpose, and then add to the breadth of her experience. I think it's just a perfect combination.
And a thought I might add too is I think the Big South altogether, our conference has really been making powerful strides. Social media in March is maybe a testament to that. Just got a report the other day that of all conferences, D1 conferences, the Big South, from the standpoint of social media traffic and buzz in the month of March, was just after the Power 5. That's a pretty incredible and neat thing.
Very true.
Another question, how would you describe your coaching style, Erika?
I think that I am a very patient coach, but I also am a teacher of the game. Sometimes you might see me out there swatting some shots or two to get them to go to the rim a little bit harder. But I just enjoy it. It's just a passion that I have to teach and to win, and something that I will work hard to do every day.
Any further questions? Yes, sir.
Hi, Ms. Lang-Montgomery. I just want to say congratulations on the job.
Thank you.
So, as you know, both the men's and the women's teams have just come off of championships for the Big South. How will you, as a head coach, assess those expectations and face them?
Well, I think that was one of the intriguing parts about coming to Longwood was it had already been done. There was a blueprint, a pattern that it could be done. And so that gets me excited. That gets me motivated to keep it going. I mean, nobody wants to be the one that comes and messes it up. So, so together with my staff and team, we will work hard to make sure that we're doing all the right things to stay there and elevate this program.
I was kind of wondering, Coach, when was it the moment in your life you knew you were going to take on coaching? When was the calling to be a coach?
It started midway through college, because I'm sure like most athletes, student athletes, you're still trying to figure out what it is you want to do. And I enjoyed working camps. One of the men's coaches at Florida gave the women's players an opportunity to work his basketball camps. And I just enjoyed the relationship with the campers and coaching them on their teams. And my senior year, I had an injury and I had to miss half the season. And as I sat and watched the game, I saw it through a different lens, a different perspective. I began to see why coaches were yelling at my teammates and myself. I understood a different way. And so I think at that moment is when the coaching bug bit me.
Thank you guys so much for coming, and we really appreciate you guys being out here. There's obviously more time for Coach Lang-Montgomery to be here and talk with you guys individually. So thank you so much for coming. Congratulations. We are so excited to have you here.
Thank you.